Surface is science fiction, but it is drenched in realism.
This was recovered near the sighting. It is as if it just fell from the sky.
You could tell right off the bat that it's not your normal show, and it's big and it's fun and it's suspenseful. Weirdness.
I'm going to be just as surprised as you are. It's a completely new beast.
What is that?
Bite mark.
And we're rolling settle and action camera.
The concept for the show originally was a summer blockbuster movie idea that I'd had in the drawer for a couple years. Then with the success of some serialized shows, coupled with the advancements in special effects, I thought that there would be a possibility to tell a story like this.
We were a Spielberg baby, a Lucas baby. It was all E.T. and Close Encounters and Raiders of the Lost Ark, all those great movies, Star Wars, and we just loved them growing up. So we've just always loved this sort of broad, populist, comic booky, we're going to the movies on Friday night type stories.
And action!
The Pates are these unbelievable, identical twin, brilliant brothers who, work tremendously well together, and they sort of create this environment on set, unlike any other job I've been on, where they create an atmosphere that is very realistic.
It's not just different, but it's pretty much original, and it's got elements of, for lack of a better term, Spielbergian films, and I think that what makes this show so unique is its ability to combine the elements of the sci-fi genre with the more realistic character relationships that they're doing very well fleshing out.
Well, they're out there.
He's out there. I am already terrified of the ocean, so I am now even more so terrified. I'm like, if I'm jumping in there, I dream about things biting my feet off. I mean, I see a piece of seaweed and I just nearly faint. So this is the funny thing about being an actor. And the great thing is you have to face your fears. That's what I love about it. You gotta just, I gotta jump in the ocean. All right, so jump in the ocean, it's a big deal,
It's right on our way.
I love science fiction, and I love this kind of sci-fi, which is realistic sci-fi. It's so realistic that you can actually have the adventure of imagining what it would be like to have a new species appear, like in Surface.
Sure, your parents won't notice. Total creature, dude.
Where are all the fish? What's going on in there?
Surface probably wouldn't have been possible to achieve 5 years ago even. The computer programs have gotten better. We have a lot more experience moving the camera and doing shots, and more than anything, this show depends so much on interactions with water that up until recently really weren't possible. And a lot of things on this show we actually started in the summer to try to figure out how to do some of it, because a lot of it were things that we hadn't done before and not a lot of other people had ever tried before.
What Mitch is trying to do here is create characters, and I think we're succeeding admirably. And just like the story is about the human actors, it's our job to bring life and character to the CG characters, or actors as it were.
What's it doing? I think it's purring.
It's all about character and people connecting with those characters. That's not to say that they're all lovable, but they have to connect somehow or another. And, well, let's just say they're not all as friendly as Nim.
In fact, I think we might be able to catch something just over.
Oh my God!
You know, it's fun and it's interesting. It's kind of hard, you know, reacting and acting with, you know, nothing really.
Anything that we built for this show, of course, the first step is research to find out what does the real aircraft look like, or in the case of the creature, an art department would either bring us with sketches or with models or something like that. So it's not like cell animation. It's not like where I draw a character frame by frame. It's more like building a model. So for Surface, one of the first things I worked on was taking the big beast, which we started with a sculpture that had been run through the art department and the Pates and everybody had seen and liked. And so my job was to build that up in CG, create the body, the skeleton, and then rig it for animation so that all the fingers, all the teeth, everything worked. Of course, some effects will stand out, things that are impossible to see in real life, but there are many effects that are going to be invisible to viewers also. And in many cases, it's things like set extensions or you know, mixing in helicopters that are fake with helicopters that are real and things like that. So part of our job is not being seen, but of course, we want everyone to see the really cool stuff.
There are a number of sequences in every one of the episodes we're working on that we kind of like or that are our favorites. Probably on the pilot, just because it was such a big sequence and the visual effects worked so well, or when Daughtery goes down in the Mystic. The mixture of that spectacular footage that we were able to get in San Diego with the real Mystic, to cutting underwater, and with every shot underwater obviously is a digital shot, to lake inside the set that was built by the art department, and the choreography between the two, the set that actually turned, us turning the digital model of the Mystic. The sound effects are another thing that really make that scene really come together. I love that because all the elements work together so seamlessly and they all add to each other.
Tráiler. Visita mi canal.
The final product is always, with this show, better than I imagined. I mean, I don't know anything about, you know, special effects. I don't. It's wonderful because it's just this present at the end, you know, where it's just so exciting because you have goosebumps.
Getting it?
Yeah.
And action!
There's a mystery element, there's a suspense element, there's an action element, there's a little bit of fear in it, there's wonder. When we try to paint with all of the colors in the toolbox.
It's somebody showing you something that could be real, but you've never seen before.
I don't know if we've seen this kind of show before with the amount of action, adventure, and special effects all in the same package.
What do you think it is?
It's Moby Dick.